right? So Amir was sitting like this, okay? Very male. I show the guys how to do this. Can you imagine? They don't always get it. It's the light that's shining in my eyes. Thank you. Yes. So this is how men do the light is shining in. Bow down to me, Amir. Okay, back to here. All right, so ladies, we close our eyes. You've probably heard that. Let's start before we cross the legs, because definitely a leg cross is beautiful. Let's just understand how our legs, just lean together, what that does. It's often about creating angles, so we can sit straight, or we can just sit like this. Look at the difference. I don't always sit straight up against my chair. I like to create angles. We do this in dancing, because this is very, I'm serious, I need to hear the square, I need to hear what you have to say, but here it's like, show me, what do you have to say? I'm not sure. Okay? And then while I'm here, look, like squeeze this side. Oh, thank you. That's all it took. Now watch, if I bring my legs back like this, pointing the foot, very nice. Feet are very sexy. Yes. No, I don't have sexy feet. They hide in the roots. I camouflage. All about camouflage. Yes. Okay, we're there. Good. So this is just about our legs crossed. Now let's do this back to the middle. And for those of you who would like, you can cross your legs. If you don't, you can still do all of these things without the leg cross. So if we cross our leg, it's fine. If we don't, we stay straight. So let's say we're crossing our leg, just for sake of the leg cross. Okay, and if we don't, we're here. And we can have one leg. This is how I do it if I don't cross my leg. One toe up and one flat down. You see the difference? Instead of it being like this, it's up and it's a little, see, and a little off to the side. Feel that? This is still very central compared to just straight off. A little up and one leg is higher up. It's going to work your calf muscle. Hey, it's a bitch being beautiful. You gotta do it all. Okay, so now I'm back to here. All right, so I'm like this. Good, and I'm sitting. Now we have options. We can have the legs right in front, and look. I can have my foot off a little bit more and the leg kind of dangling. This is one option. So if I have a sandal, I can play with it. And I tell you, men will look. So I'm sitting here and I'm dangling my foot a little slowly. Okay, gosh, it's fast. And then from here, or I can keep it this way, a little bit more of an elegant look. See the difference? So depending on what you want to portray, playful, elegant, both are right, both are good. No. She said, would I ever do it? I can't even. Something like this. No. It's almost like, for me, it's too closed up and contorted. I still want to look like, I don't want to look like what you do. Come here. See the difference a little bit? It's kind of like, yeah. So here, good. And sometimes I'm back in the middle. Let's go back to the middle. My hands are folded in front comfortably. Now I'm speaking with a gentleman, or I'm speaking with a girlfriend, but there's a gentleman watching, whatever it is. I will lean forward, but when I do, watch the difference. I don't do this. What were you saying, girlfriend? Someone's watching. Or if it's him. What was that? See the difference? I press from my lower back and the chest comes forward. I call it a chest press. Leave it there. You're going to feel it in your lower back. It doesn't matter. Stay up there, ladies. Okay. So now I'm listening in from another angle. Good. And let's say it's a little bit interesting what he's saying, and I want to distract him a bit through this conversation. I might press my shoulder forward as he's talking, and maybe even give it a little massage as I listen to him. Come back. Right? Now realize your face has to always be soft and welcoming. If I do this, does it give this? Right? So you're here, you press your shoulder forward, you caress, I tilted my head, and I come back. And maybe I even want to do a glamorous chin rest. And I come forward and I'm listening in. But I don't really rest. I pretend. I might even caress my chin. Yeah? Nice. Now careful, you don't want to do this. Is there a difference? There is. I'm here. Yeah, there we go. And then finally, when I'm leaning back, I might want to do this little head brush again, but watch where I stop. He was so funny. Oh, so funny. I put my hand to the side, I squeezed my chest, with the outside of my chest a little bit forward and exposed the neck. He was so inward, right here. Oh, it's so funny. Yeah. I did this, I'm going to tell you something, I'm going to share a story with you. I was coming back on a flight, and I was sitting next to a man who normally would not 100% be my type, but kind of interesting. And so I said, this is it, baby, it's Dr. Turbidon, let's see what happens. Here's another man. And this time, I'll tell you, I did it from a different place also, not just from the sensual body, but I really looked into his eyes, I followed his breathing. I really wanted to make sure I was with him from the heart. And that's how I go there, from the heart. I don't just do all of this, because I do this because I really need it. But I also connect with his eyes and with his heart. And that's how I can open up mine. I can see, is it okay or not? And I give a little bit, and I watch. Because a man who has integrity will give you his heart. If he's not, don't go there. Learn to see that. And when he does, and he sees that vulnerable side of you combined with this, and then you chop him when you need to. And I'll give you an example of how I would have settled that situation, by the way, but I'll tell you that. But anyways, we were in the plane. The next thing you know, I swear to you, it's a 5.5-hour flight from LA to Montreal. After the first hour, and then for the rest of the 4.5 hours, we were like this, arm in arm, caressing, talking, engaged in the conversation completely. Now, I also know as a woman, I said, I can't believe this is happening. Okay, there's that other self-talk. Oh my God, he's all over me. This stuff really works. I'm still surprised by it. It's like, really? It's like, wow. But I also understood my underlying purpose. So I probe, and I want to ask him questions, but I want to know the type of man that he is. So understand, though, usually the old me was like, oh my God, this is it. I'm like, this was, you know, the plane, the who think he never sit, you know, the whole universal thing that we go into this whole, the universe brought this guy here, whatever, great. I'm not saying that it's not true, but it could just be a test. We don't know what that is. So I have to make sure that I'm always understanding my value and my needs. And is he there for that? And if he's not, I don't judge him. It's okay. Whatever information I find out, and I found out some good information, but I did not judge him and I left it. But for me, I walked away saying, look at that. I have the option, even in a plane, to meet someone. And he may or may not suit me. It didn't matter. Do you follow me? So this is the whole sitting thing. Was that complicated? No, right? Good. Excellent. Now we're going to stand up again because we're going to dance. Okay. Now, dancing is another opportunity to meet many men. You know what happens in a club or even a lounge? Often women love to dance and men don't because they're not good at it. And they don't want to put themselves out there and look funny. So they'd rather sit and drink and watch. So ladies, this is an opportunity. And it could be in a big club, like it could be in a little bar, you know, just lounge. I'm going to show you how to do it in a very subtle way, that it's not about going up here and doing all of this. No, that's not what it's about, okay? So we're going to start with a couple of things. We're going to put our legs apart, put our legs apart, because I just need you to do that exercise that you did earlier one more time, just to wake up our energy down here. And I need you to press your pelvis forward and back. Again, and forward and back. Come on, let it out. Forward and back. And exaggerate it forward, because after that, I'm going to give you some rules and you won't be able to be this obvious. So go there now. Feel it. Back and forward and back. Now go sideways. Side and squeeze this. Right here, squeeze it. And now when you're there, squeeze this cheek and that cheek. Get the butt in there too. Wake it up. Oh, look, she's putting her back into it. Go, girl. That's another part. Very good. Okay. Do we feel that? Good. Now we're going to do Cuban motion. I want you to bend one knee, then the other knee. Automatically, what happens? Our hips. We need to activate our hips. This is where our sexual energy is, where blood should flow. So let's use it a little bit more. Good. Excellent. How does that feel? Good? All right. Now we're ready. So when I'm on the dance floor, I'm doing my thing, right? I'm getting into it, I'm having a good time with the girls, but then there's a moment that I'm just going to get into my divine diva, slut, whatever you want to call it. So how do I do Okay, and I start to do the Cuban motion. So you bend one knee, then the other knee. And now you have to squeeze the inside of your thighs. Feel those juices, squeeze it. Just doing that squeeze already is different than this, right? So you squeeze it, good, each time. And as you squeeze it, use your butt. Now I'm going to show you the difference. I'm squeezing. This way to keep the legs on the side. Squeezing, no butt. Now watch if I do the butt. Look at the strength in that squeeze. And if you want to contract a little more, good. And we haven't even used our shoulders yet at all, because we just wanted to take a look at this. Look at the control that I have. I can isolate this part of the body. How about that, man? How many of you could do that? Not many. They don't know how this works besides this. Okay, so we're doing this. So now we understand how to do Cuban motion. Now our hands again. What do we do with this? We can let it out here, which is fine, but that's not what Patty does. She touches herself. I caress my thighs, and then sometimes I go for a deep thigh caress. God, I got stuck. Deep, and oh, thank you, very nice. I love this. Totally. Now watch this. If you're a guy that I like, I might look over and do this, and then come right back all shy like. And then maybe do it again. That's it. And then I'll go back to this, because he's not ready to have it all. Hold up, nice and easy. Back to the fast beat. But even in that fast beat, oh, it's time to slow it down. So once again, and now I'm going to give my arm a massage. And as I do, I look at it. And then I come back and look to see if he noticed. And I might do the other side, just in case he didn't, and do a double whammy. Oh, yeah, back down. And then I'm back to here again. Right, that's my thing. Up here, yeah, baby. And then it's back again. You follow me? Very easy. But that just gives them a glimpse into your sexuality. A glimpse. And then he said, ooh, look at her. And you could do this in a bar when there's not too many people, and you have your drink and you're leaving, you're just kind of, oh, the music is just so good, right? And he's going, how come, and instead, while everybody else is going like this, we're like, no, 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 follow my trip. Do you get that? Okay, so let's try the music. Can you just put on the music that I brought there? We're just going to relax and have some fun, because this is how we're going to end it. just enough. And I'll tell you, that's the kind of invitation that a man needs. Because they are afraid. They don't want to take a chance of being rejected. This is what's going on in their minds. I know, I've spoken to them. So this is a way to invite them in. I'm going to just end with saying that all I have for you today is a book. The book that I've written is $20. If you want to bring it home, I'm going to bring it with me, but it's over there. If you want to bring it home and read to just remind you what we talked about, you can come and see me. I'll be there. Thank you so much for opening up your hearts and your minds.